are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol, and it's Friday. It's fucked up Friday. What have you been up to this week? I'll tell you a little secret. I fucking worked all week. I was too ashamed to admit it, but I went back to work Monday and I worked all fucking week. And that's what I am, weak. I just keep fucking going back to work. I tell you what the source of all misery is. Besides just being alive, besides that, the source of all misery is continuing to do shit you don't want to do because you're too much of a pussy to say no. Again, I'd believed in my heart that I'd done my last fucking day of work a couple of weeks ago, ever. In my head, I was planning on never going back to work again for any reason. Then I just get one message. We need you next week. Are you available? Yes, I am. I'm there to support the team no matter what. Halve my pay, I don't care. I am your loyal employee. I'll do anything for the team. Why hasn't the economy collapsed yet? It should be finished now. I spoke to the boss at work and he reckons there's heaps of work starting up. Who the fuck are these maniacs who are continuing to build? Am I going to be the only one left with a job? It's real fucking hard to turn down work at the moment too, because I reckon in about 6 months there's going to be no work for me at all. And that could last up to a decade. But then again, how long is a week's worth of work going to make me survive for? If the economy completely tanks, it'll last me about a week. I get an extra week for my week work. Completely thrown me out of equilibrium as well. Everything's off. My meditation's fucked. I'm angry all the time. I'm eating like shit again. I'm actively trying to hit people in my car. If there's work next week, I'm taking it too. I'm taking it. It's hard working the tools all week and not going for a beer after work with the boys. Maybe not the boys thing, but the fucking beer. It would be fucking perfect. Just rock up home, have a fucking case of beer there, get on the couch, crack a couple of brewskis, start YouTubing, ignore the family. Then I'm like 10 deep by the time I demand dinner. Get me fucking dinner. What are we having? I'm fucking sick of Indian. We have Indian every night. I feel like fucking pasta. We never eat fucking pasta. Why not pasta? Oh, I can eat pasta whenever I want, can I? Oh, can I? Oh, yeah, that's why we have fucking Indian 6 days a week, is it? Because I can eat pasta whenever I want. I don't even really want pasta. But if you're 10 beers deep, the fact you haven't eaten pasta all week starts fucking irking you. I would make a good alcoholic abusive tradesman. Anyway, it's fucked up Friday today and someone sent in a story. Thank you. Thank God. Somebody cares. So let's get to it. This was sent in by fucking old Jürgen. Or is it Jürgen Jethro? I don't know. You're going to have to work that out yourselves. All right, here we go. And thank you for sending it in. He tries to fire me up at the start. He's like, you ready for this, baby? He's like, you ready for this? It's taken me a whole week to compose. It's 3 paragraphs. That's what I mean. That's the caliber of listener. It's taken me a week to write this out. I would have got it into you earlier, but it took me 3 months to open an email account. There he goes. I'll start you off with some history between me and my mate Jürgen. Little bit of context. That took a day and a half. Just that line took a day and a half. All right, here's the context. Here's the building. When I first started playing pool for our local pub team, he was somebody I knew of, and he knew of me from a Q Sports perspective. Bit of a fucking pool shark, are ya? Q Sports perspective. At the time, we basically thought each other were cunts. I don't even know yous, and I can second that. You are cunts. I wanted to beat him, and he wanted to beat me as we were on different teams. As the years went by, we had a few mutual friends and eventually played in the same team, and we still do to this day. Is this a fucking story, or is this a love letter to fucking Ergen? That was maybe 8 or 9 years ago. We're great mates today. By the way, we love a fucking beer or 10. So what exactly is that context? You've wasted 4 days and 2.5 paragraphs. What are you trying to tell me? That you're both good pool players, you used to hate each other, and now you might be gay. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Now he gets into it. The story I have is from the Belfray Golf Club. Look it up if you don't know about it. Posh gaff. They played Ryder Cup there. We drove up early that morning with a plan to play the first of a 2-day golf weekend away and to get pissed up. We had plenty of booze, so it was going to be great. We're both family men, so this is a chance to get totally fucked. No kids, no wives about to have a crack at us. I wonder what the wives get up to while you're at the golf. That's what I would be interested in. All right, listeners, can some anonymous cheating wife send me in a story about your stupid husband that goes away for a boys' weekend and you just end up banging the next door neighbor? I want to hear some of those stories. I'll keep it fully anonymous too. The only people that will ever know are me, you, and God. It can be confession booth, actually. Confession booth, that's good. That could actually be a new segment. That could be good. Send me in some confessions. If you need to get something off your chest, send Boyle in a confession. I don't judge. At Boyle Comedy, send in your confessions. Okay, anyway, we met up with another golf society which made up our group, and we got paired with these young mid-20s geezers, to which they announced they had 20 cans of beer in their golf bag. It's 10 a.m. by the way. Anyway, I legged it back to the room to get all of our cans and a bottle of red. I won't let these cunts out drink us. We casually played our 18 holes with these two lads drinking all our beer and red wine. By the time we got to 18, we were completely fucked. But that is where it started to take a turn. Free beers after the golf and some food. We had a quick shower, got back down to the bar for the proper session. We had a further 2 bottles of red in our room in between, by the way. So say we were pissed was an understatement. During the evening, we met this fellow who was part of our group, but nobody knew who the fuck he was. He was a bit of a cunt. We named him Long-Haired Twat. He managed to convince me, Jurgen, and 2 others he was in a rock band and was some fucking celebrity, and that we should try and sneak into the HSBC function room. Being pissed up, the 5 of us swagged up to the entrance like we were his entourage. Fuck me, they let us in. Free bar, free food, the fucking lot. Strippers, hookers, blowies on the dance floor. I'll add a couple of flourishes in here. We were at the bar nailing the free vodka and orange juices like they were going out of fashion. The long-haired cunt then decides to go onto the dance floor and start acting like a cunt. Oh, that's why you didn't use cunt back there. So we got thrown out. We then decided to call it a night. Oh my God, you what? You fucking got kicked out of one place and that's it. You and fucking Jurgen need to lift your fucking game. We got back to our rooms, then there was a knock on the door. In burst the long-haired twat, pissed up and fancies a chat. I didn't know the cunt and thought he was going to rob us or something, so I knew I had to get rid of him ASAP. Looked around to find Jurgen. He's the bouncer of the group. The stupid cunt is passed out in the bathroom. I then managed to get the long-haired twat out of our room. How, I don't know. What a cunt he is. Jurgen is now passed out on the floor, so I decided to try and film him. He didn't like that one bit and we almost came to blows in this posh golf club hotel. Anyway, we had a great day, but fuck me, we sank a few too many. That guy with the long hair made it to the next day as we did, but only just. That second day of golf was a killer on the hangover. I never did find out his name. I'll stick with the long-haired twat, sounds better. All right, now I know you're a loyal listener. I don't know if Jurgen fucking listens to the podcast, but what I'm going to tell you now, you need to take on board and internalize. You said you've got a wife, you said you have kids. What's happened somewhere along the way is you've turned into an old, boring dad, husband, cunt. You may not have seen it happening. It's something that just creeps up on you. One day you're married with young kids, you still think you fucking still got it, you still think you're a cool dude out on the town. The next day you're telling your kids boring stories about being at golf drunk. I think you've transitioned into old dad. That was like my mate's dad when we were young, telling us his stories about fucking cricket, which were all shit. But if you sat there and listened to a few, you could hit him up for some beers. Now what you're going to have to do next golf trip, you and Jurgen, you go down to the pub you play pool at. You ask the bartender behind the bar, we want 2 8 balls of cocaine. That way next time you get kicked out of the HSBC fucking party, you don't go straight back to your room. You go to the toilet, you rack up a few lines, you continue going. When you get those 8 balls, also ask for a couple of Valiums or Xanaxes, because you're really not going to be able to handle the next day. Then what you do when you bump into long-haired twat again, you invite him back to your room. Get him gacked up. You, Jurgen, long-haired twat, doing lines in a circle, shots as well, music blaring, everyone's getting fired up. Long-haired twat 100% will suggest, let's head into the city. Your first instinct will be to say, no, it's too late. How are we even going to get into the city? But don't say that. Just blow another line and then wait for long-haired twat to say, I'm not too sure, maybe taxi. And that's when you say, fuck it, golf buggy. Golf buggy that bitch into the fucking city, baby. You, the long-haired twat, and Jurgen just burning down the highway at 15k an hour. That's the way you fucking party. All right. Fucking thank you for sending in the story anyway. That was fun. Also, start sending in confessions. I'm well up for that. All right, that's it. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you the fuck later.